I didn't use my speech like I was supposed to. I'm sorry. Hard for me to do that. But I just wanted to bring something to your attention. 50 years ago, we lost one of our nation's leaders. 50 years ago, we lost one of our leaders in the civil rights struggle, Dr. Martin Luther King. You know, he was all right. He was all right with America as long as he was asking for civil rights. But when they started the Poor People's Campaign, when they started talking about leveling the economic playing field, when they started talking about money, when they started talking about what the United States was doing with money and the illegal ways they were using money in this country, that's when he was assassinated. It's the same pattern with Kennedy, the same pattern with Dr. King, and you know what? They were trying to make the same pattern with me and you. But I don't care. And I'm asking you to be brave Americans today, to get online and to get on your phone and to get out there and tell everybody about what you've heard today. Look, this has been my main thing about, and Ben can tell you. I'm saying, y'all talking about end the Fed. Well, what are we going to put in the place of it when we end it? Okay, you're talking about ending something, but what are we going to do and put in place when we do end the Fed? Well, this young man here just came up with a whole lot of strategies on some things that we can do. And that's what I've been waiting to hear.
Two things. When your house is on fire and you put the fire out, what do you replace it with? When you've got cancer and you beat the cancer, what do you replace it with?
Nothing.
This thing is a gigantic parasite off the peaceful, productive people of this society, and we need to end that, and we need solutions, but we definitely don't need to replace it with anything close to this. And I would also issue one other warning, one word of caution. A lot of folks here that support ending the Fed want to take the monopoly power that the Fed has and put it in the hands of government. And I would put a word of caution. Do you want the same Congress and Senate? Do you want the John McCain's and John Boehners and Nancy Pelosi's and Harry Reid's and the same people that brought you Obamacare and healthcare.gov? Do you want those same people managing your money? And they'll say, well, we'll put very strict requirements in place. We'll write it down on what they can and can't do. But we also tried that before. We tried that with a little document called the Constitution. And how well are those people up in Washington following that? No. I would keep money as far out of the hands of both these monopolists and the monopolists in Washington, D.C. as possible.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Jason. That's a rallying cry if I ever heard one. Now that's a rallying cry. I'll be rallying that cry for a long time. That's beautiful. Get government out of the way. Keep government away from money. Take it away from the Fed, take it away from government. Let them come begging for it. A couple of people wanted to make a couple of quick announcements, and I said I would allow them a few minutes to talk about their events and their what they're trying to achieve. And the first one is Tony. She looks like she's occupied.
Yeah.
She looks like she's occupied at the moment, but give her a moment to get over here. She's going to make an announcement.
Rich and I are with Overpasses for America, Georgia, and what we were trying to do is get Obama impeached. So if everybody would join the Overpasses and start rallying with us, we would greatly appreciate it. And we need all of the groups to join together also. But I am also with the Georgia Conservatives for Freedom. That's another very good group.
Yeah, guys, there's a lot of keyboard warriors out there and couch commandos, and we need all of you, whether or not you're going to be active and go out on the streets with us, or whether or not you can cross-connect and just be a member of our group. From time to time, we'll get the word out. Oh, up here. That being the case, that we think that the cross-connect is a great idea. We actually don't allow things to be on our page other than the times of the meeting, the times of the protest. There's plenty of pages for getting the information out. All we do is protest, and we want you guys to join us and help do that. Overpasses for America.
Yeah.
Got it?
I wanted to find out what other groups are here also.
We got groups. This is
Tea
it.
Party,
Georgia activists.
Young Americans for Liberty. Young Americans for Liberty.
That's terrorism.
What we need to do is all form together into a large group and then continue to do what we're doing.
Amen.
Who else is here? Other groups?
Oh, yeah.
John Burke.
Yes, sir.
John Burke Society. All right. Wait.
All right, I had a few more people that wanted to say a few quick words. Jake, you have a few minutes to promote your...
Yeah, well, for those of you that have been active for a while, have been to Fed events for a while, you know myself. My name is Jake Counts. I run an internet radio show. I also host a website called We Are Not Cattle. So I know that that might be something that we can all remember, that we are not cattle, we are not wage slaves. So the thing that I'm really here to promote, kind of piggybacking on what you said earlier, I formed an internet group and an internet event on the 23rd of December, and it's called Alternative Currency Day. Now the reason it's called Alternative Currency Day, and for those of you that understand the significance of the 23rd, is that I am asking people to opt out of the system, utilize Bitcoin, trading, silver, gold, whatever it is, to show these you-know-whats that we don't need their fiat currency. We don't need their oil-backed capital to trade and have free exchange with free individuals. Our God-given right on this planet as human beings is to have free exchange with one another and not have somebody else taking a little portion of it to pad their pockets. So you can find this on Facebook under Alternative Currency Day. You can find myself on Facebook as Jake Counts, or you can find my website at wearenotcattle.net. And my tagline is get a friend, get informed, and then get involved. So I appreciate you all.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you very much, Jake. We are cattle. Hang on a second. Everybody, we'll have open mic here in a few seconds. I got a friend of mine that I met here in Georgia, a real good friend of mine, and I still consider him a very good friend of mine. Lamar Wise wants to come up and say a few good words, and as long as it's not about the Republican Party, I will allow it. If he talks about the Republican Party, I will snatch the microphone away.
That's their party.
This website
There's a party with it. Thank you, Ben. And the friendship is mutual. The first time I came down here to the Federal Reserve to protest was with Ben, and I took a walk around with the End the Fed sign all the way around the building. Everyone should try it sometime, walking around this building, let them all see you, saying End the Fed's a great, liberating experience.
That's what it's
At lunchtime. And I came down here, I grew up when I was young in this area with my family's business interest down here. I consider this our territory, not Dennis Lockhart's territory. Not Janet Yellen, certainly. They will quantitatively ease until we ease off the cliff. There is no uneasy. It's never been done in the history of the planet to unwind the quantitative easing they've done. It's impossible. They know they're playing a shill game, but they wake up every day and they've got a lot of power. They're going to keep doing this. Stock market hits a new high today. It's wonderful for those people who have stocks. It sucks for everybody else. So you just know that these people, these men and women that go in here every day, and people like Dennis Lockhart, he's for continued easing. Janet Yellen is for excessive continued easing. So it's going to go on, and they're going to keep pushing this envelope because they're doing it in every central bank all over the world. We have no idea what bankers they're financing, what damage they're doing, but the price will be paid, and it will be horrendous. So that's all I have to say today, except for one thing to Ben, who's done so much here. Once they finally collapse, Ben and I are going to have an argument, because he wants to tear this building down, and I want it to be a museum to, liberty, free money, and a little, pedestal with Ben's
likeness on it for all the work he's done on this. So thanks a lot for listening.
Lamar, thank you very much, Lamar. I appreciate all those nice words you said about me. None of them are true, though.
Should I?
Somebody else wanted the mic here. I don't know this individual. He never approached me with what he's going to talk about. But I don't believe in. I don't believe in withholding the mic from any free individual on this planet. If they've got a voice, they should have the microphone. Yes, I just wanted to say freedom. Freedom. It is freedom that empowers truth seekers to find it and speak it boldly. But it is government that has empowered sociopathic liars to become leaders. It is freedom that has empowered creators to create wealth. But it is government that it has empowered thieves to steal trillions, like these thieves back here. It is freedom that has empowered creative people to create a better way of life. But it is government that has empowered murderers to kill millions. In a free world, there would be thieves, there would be liars, there would be murderers. But it is government that has magnified them into the absolute monsters that our history books are full of. The enemy is the state.
Yeah.
The enemy is the state.
There's going to be protests, but we can't tell you where. The council now.
It is the state that has created this den of thieves. And believe me, they are thieves. 100 years ago, when the Federal Reserve was created, a nickel could buy more than a dollar does now. Where did all that buying power go? It went to them. Thank you very much. I give this man the mic any day of the week now. Very thankful I gave the man the mic. I can't introduce you, although I don't know your name. Roger Paul is going to speak with you right now, and give him the mic.
Oh, great to be out here with all of you. I'm Roger Paul with Veterans Progressive Group. Before I share this with you, I want to salute this man. And the reason being is I would not be aware of a lot of the things that I'm aware of now. He's the guy that really helped me. And it's been a journey down the rabbit hole. But I've got some good news to share for you tonight. There is a lawful remedy. And if that's so, and if there is a way to get to the root of the problem, then I think that's what we'd want to take. And I'm going to ask you guys, please, tonight, when you go home, go to a website called americasremedy.com. You will see a video that'll come up in the turnstile, and it's called Counter Revolution. It's only about 10, 11 minutes long, and I think that after you watch it, you'll feel that you did the right thing watching it. Counter Revolution. Please watch that, and we want to try to get the speaker off of that website back down here to Georgia that's in North Carolina. So if that's of interest to you after you watch it, contact John Ainsworth on that website. Thank you.
Yeah, you should, Scott.
Very good. Oh yeah, very good. Very good.
Right.
Very good to hear from Roger. Very good to hear from Roger. Yeah, that was very important. We're going to close it down now, unless anybody else has something to say. If anybody else has something to say, let it come out now.
All right, I'm going to keep it this short. I just want to let people know about some things that we got brewing around here in Atlanta. First off, early November we had the first March Against Corruption, which is an international grassroots protest basically fighting the influence of money in politics, which is basically, I mean, if you want to look at the influence of money in politics and the cross-feeding of big banks and corporations, you got the Federal Reserve. I mean, look right at their board. Who's on the board of the Federal Reserve? You got like the CFO of Home Depot, you got the president and CEO of SunTrust, you got CEO and president of Southern Company, like, and then these guys,
you guys know. So basically, we're trying to fight the influence of money in politics and all the ways that happens, revolving door and everything. So, so March Against Corruption, keep your eyes open, marchagainstcorruption.com. So keep your eyes open in March 2014. We're going to have a month of anti-corruption activities going on all over the country. So keep your eyes on that. And also this Friday, Black Friday, Black Friday, Buy Nothing Day. There will be some actions at some local Walmarts going on. Some of the wage slaves at Walmarts will be having some actions, but right now it's top secret. But if you guys want to know what's going on with Thanksgiving night, we'll post it on the Occupy Atlanta Facebook page. So you can keep your eye on that and stay informed of anything. And just marchagainstcorruption.com and check out the Occupy Atlanta Facebook page. I'll throw up anything on there.
All right. Something came to my attention from one of my very good friends, Pat Gregory. Pat has seemed to have lost a debit card, credit card with a picture of a baby on it. If you've been walking around this area and you picked it up, please hand it to her. She's right here with her hand in the air.
False alarm.
All right, false alarm.
Business card, property.